So that's what we're going to look at now, this chart.
Okay, great.
Okay,
Yeah.
so basically the idea here is that in Hebrew, this is called smichut. It basically means like combining two different words together. It's kind of like in English how you would say like cannot becomes can't, or should not become shouldn't, something along those lines.
Oh, but it's so different.
It is different, but it's the same overall concept of combining two words in kind of a shortened fashion. So the main thing that smichut, the construct, gets rid of is the word shell in the middle of, right? So let's say in this first example, it says sefer limud. Usually it would be sefer shel limud, a book of learning. But you can just get rid of the shell. You know that it means a book of learning, even without the of word in there, because we're using it in this context. Now, that's fine for singular, but as soon as we're switching to plural, all you would just do is add the yud at the end. It becomes sifrei limud. The yud makes it plural. Usually it would be sfarim, right? You do the yud mem for plural, for male. So usually it would be sfarim shel limud. But here, because it's all just simplified, you know, we do sifrei limud. Does that make any sense to you?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, the chart made sense to me.
Okay.
It was
applying it.
Yeah, to words. Okay. I didn't know what. I don't know.
Okay.
I'll show you. I'll probably show you in a minute.
Okay, sure. Okay, so then tapuach adama is the same example. So it just should be tapuach shel adama. This means potato, but the way they say potato is an apple of the ground. But we just simplify it as apple grounds, i.e. potato. And then in plural, it becomes tapuchei adama. Again, we don't need the final mem. We don't need the shell. We don't need tapuchim shel adama. It just becomes tapuchei adama. So that is for masculine. Whereas for singular, what happens in masculine is singular. You just get rid of the word shell in the middle, and otherwise everything stays the same. And once you're switching to plural, all you do is add a yud to the end of the first of the two words. Right, so tapuach adama becomes tapuchei adama, sefer limud, sifrei limud. That's for masculine. Now, as soon as we're talking about feminine, we have to change the word both in singular and plural. And the difference is that it's just a tav at the end of the first word for singular, and then a vav tav at the end of plural. And the vav tav is something you always add at the end of plural feminine anyway. Right, so if you had any word that was in feminine, I'm just trying to think of an example, mapa, right, like we have here, mapa means like a map, or mapat shulchan, technically map of the table, but in this case it means tablecloth. You'll see that's how a lot of Hebrew works, that they'll take something that kind of describes it and that becomes, you know, the word that we use, mapat shulchan, which sometimes is people simplify that and just call it a mapa. But anytime you would do mapa, regardless if we're using this construct state, no matter what, if we're trying to move it to plural, it would go from mapa to mapot. Anything at all going from 1 to 2, you would always add the vav tav anyway for feminine.
Is it okay? I'm going to go get my granddaughters and tell them they have to go play somewhere else.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay, you guys, you have to watch or go play because I can't hear my class. It's really oh man. Okay, I cannot.
No, that's totally fine. Okay, so does this chart in general, before we practice it, does the chart make sense to you? Do you understand how it works, why it works?
I understand. I think so. Yeah. My problem is that I didn't understand, like when you have table, no, apple, what was that? The potato?
Yeah, tapuach adama, yeah, this one.
Yeah, the table of the, or I'm sorry, apple of the earth.
Yeah.
I wouldn't know like what they were putting, what it was that they originally were using to put it together.
Right. Okay, so let's just look at the, I'm just going to go to the actual wiser you were working on so we can look at that one.
That'll help.
Yeah. Okay. So this is the same chart we have at the top. Okay, so let's look at this example here. Hasi'im shel Guinness. Now remember, with all of these, we want to remove this word shell in the middle, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So what would we do instead? How would we call this?
Well, here is my other problem, is that I wasn't sure, like, if it's, I'm still not sure, can't really always depend on what's feminine and what's male.
Yes, that's true. So the way that you can tell in these examples here, don't worry about exceptions, just go with what you think is the general rule, and that's it. For example, here if we see a yud mem at the beginning here, yud mem usually means masculine plural.
Masculine.
Right? For example, here ending with a hey usually means feminine singular. Here mif'al, what do you think mif'al is?
Mifa'al, I think that's masculine.
Singular or plural?
Singular.
You are correct. Good. Okay, now look at pe'ilim. Look at that yud mem at the end. What do you think that word is?
Why can I do this when you're here? And
well, it helps to talk it out. No, you're good.
Masculine.
Yeah, masculine plural. Exactly. Now we have kitot with the vav tav at the end. So now this is female plural. Exactly. And hafgana with the hey at the end is
female singular.
Exactly. So here, hasi'im shel Guinness, we already know that this is masculine plural. So we go back to this chart, masculine plural form. We know that we just need to have just the yud at the end. We drop the shell. So how would we do hasi'im shel Guinness?
Hasi'i, just with a yud on the after the aleph, right?
Good. C-A, right, exactly. Just a yud. You can then skip the shell, go straight to Guinness. Great. So try number 2.
Wait, so that's the records, the Guinness records,
yeah.
Right?
Yes, it is.
So I don't understand why that's a construct. That was the problem. Why is that is it because even in English that when we hear, well, see, I was thinking, I mean, I don't drink beer, but I was thinking, why would it, why
oh, that's what you were thinking, yeah.
Why would we assume that it goes with records? Do you know what I'm saying?
Right, yeah.
I didn't
Yeah, this is just Guinness records, exactly. And this is, again, we don't even think about it when we say it in English. Technically, if you read the title of the book, I think it's the Guinness Book of World Records. I think there is an of in there, but we so often shorten it to just Guinness World Records, we don't even think about it. So it's the same thing in Hebrew, that it technically would be Hasi'im Shel Guinness, but it just shortened to C.A. Guinness.
Okay, so then what we're saying is Guinness Records.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
Okay.
Okay, so try the second one.
Okay, so sorry, I know that I'm repeating. I'm
yeah, please.
But on that first one, that is correct. We're just shortening it.
Exactly.
Oh.
All we're doing with any of these things is shortening. That's all we're doing. We're not correcting. We're not changing.
I did not get that.
Yeah, exactly. It's just to simplify. The same way we would do cannot becomes can't. You just mix them together, shorten it up. The same type of concept.
Okay, so
in Hebrew, a lot of things are kind of like spelled out, right? The same way it's the Guinness Book of World Records. This next example, mach'ah shel ha-cottage. Did you do that one about the cottage cheese?
Did I do that? Or
yeah.
You mean the
activity about it? Yeah.
Yeah. I did.
Okay, so you know what this is referring to then?
So
the cottage protest.
Right.
Yes. So again, like we in English would just say the cottage cheese protest, but in Hebrew it's spelled out the protest of the cottage cheese, you know, so then to simplify it, it becomes the cottage protest. Mach'ah ha-cottage. Yes.
So, okay, could you show me the chart again?
Yeah, of course.
I printed it out, but I don't know oh, wait.
It's back up here.
Okay. So for feminine, so I would just do the vav and the tav, right?
We don't even need the vav because this is a singular word.
It's a singular.
So it would just be mach'at ha-cottage, and that's it. Skip the shell, all done.
Hama'ah. cottage. Oh.
Exactly. Okay, try number 3.
So mafal shall oh, I know that. I know this.
Yeah.
I can't remember what it means though. Mafa. Oh. Mafa. Oh. Oh, help me.
This last word is tzedakah. It's the Hebrew word for charity.
Oh, I did not think I was not going there. Okay.
Oh, okay. So this is masculine singular. What would we do?
Masculine singular. So we would just cut off the hay, right? Or what was it?
The shell. That word in the middle is shell, and then we're done. Exactly.
Oh, that's it. Just take off.
That's it. Masculine singular. That's it. Exactly.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, that's okay.
It's pretty simple, yeah, for that one. Hapi'ilim shel hashalom.
So that was the peace agreements, right?
Yes, good, yeah.
So that's male plural. So we take off the shell and
good.
Take off the mem.
Good. So just be a pi'ile shalom, exactly.
Okay, pi'ile shalom. Yeah.
Good.
Do you leave on the ha shalom?
Yes. Yeah. Well, that's just dependent on the context of the sentence. Whether there's a hey here, there's a hey here, it means the. This is the peace protest. So that's just the context of it. In this case, it was already there, so you would leave it because that's how it fit within that context. But you wouldn't add in a hey, unless it makes sense for the sentence.
Okay.
Okay, try number 5.
Okay. Oh, right, Sefer. Okay. See. Okay, so this is plural singular. I mean female plural.
Good, good.
So I'm going to take off the shell.
Good.
And I'm going to add the te.
Yeah, the vav tav at the end, and we already even have that here. Yeah, we already have kitot, so we just need kitot beit sefer.
Oh.
That's it.
Well, that's easy.
Yeah, there you go.
So really, basically, it's just getting rid of the shell.
It's just getting rid of the shell, exactly. And the only times where you really have to add or change really at all is when we saw the example here in number 1, ca Guinness, meaning get rid of that final mem, right? In the plural, it still signifies it's plural because of the yud at the end, you just don't have the final mem. And in a singular feminine case like number 6, what would that first word turn into? Instead of hafgana shell, it would be
Hapa. Oh, this is singular. Hapa.
This is singular. Good. Singular feminine.
Ha. Doesn't it stay the same or no? No.
Well, in feminine it doesn't. What do we add to the end in feminine? Let's go back to the chart.
Hey.
Yeah, the tav, exactly. So it would become, instead of the hey at the end, we would drop the hey and add a tav instead. So it would become hafganat dior. So Hafganat dior. Right. So you might have to, write with this occasionally, but the most important takeaway from this activity is just to recognize that when you read it in a sentence, that if you see, a tav at the end right before another word, to realize that that connects those two words, that it's as though there was kind of a shell in between, and that it makes it kind of like a phrase or something like that. Like ca Guinness, we know to recognize as the records of Guinness, even without that shell in the middle. That you just get used to some of these construct state type words. Like here, for example, this would be Malkat Yofi, beauty queen. So if you would see it written as Malkat Yofi, you would just recognize that means the queen of beauty or the beauty queen.
So what was it? Did I do that right on that exercise? Do you remember?
Yeah.
Did?
This one, yes. The Heskim Shalom, I think you also did correct because you just leave it as Haskem Shalom.
I probably, this is too easy. It can't be right.
Yeah, I don't think you did this last one at all, unless I'm getting that wrong. Did you do
the following? Oh no, I did. I did do
You
that.
did do this? Okay, so let me go check that again.
But I hope I had it, and then something I clicked out of it, and then I came back.
Oh, okay.
Gone, and then I put it in. So I hope I did it right.
Okay, I'll check again. I'll check again.
Okay.
Okay, but now you feel like you have a basic idea of this?
I feel better. I feel I get
Okay, good. And again, the main idea from this is really just to understand, to recognize. Here's just a few more examples. Mapat shel shulchan becomes mapat shulchan. Cloth for the table equals tablecloth. Same way we kind of, even in English, technically, tablecloth is a combination of the words cloth of the table, but we just call it tablecloth. We know what it is.
Yeah, that's a good example.
Right. Na'al bayit becomes na'alei bayit, na'alei habayit. Slippers, the slipper. So you were asking about the hey. The hey me is when you want it to be the. So it would be the difference between na'alei bayit and na'alei habayit is either just plain slippers or these slippers. That's when the hey would be there or not. And then the way that you would use that in a sentence, yeah?
So what the thing that's, okay. So the house, so you're saying house shoes.
House shoes become slippers, exactly.
So, okay, I was just trying to figure out, I don't know what I was trying to figure out. I don't know what I was trying
That's okay.
Sorry.
So here's just a few like practice sentences with these. Efo na'alei habayit shali. Ani rotza et na'alei habayit shali. Ani ohevet na'alei bayit. Ani tzricha mapot shulchan. Ani tzricha et mapat hashulchan. That's when it's again with the. I need the tablecloth is when you would have ha-shulchan, mapat ha-shulchan.
Or as opposed to I need any table.
I just need tablecloths, right, in general. Exactly.
Oh boy.
Okay, are you ready for a little review of the whole course?
Hey.
Have you played Kahoot before?
No.
Okay, so open up a browser, just exit out of our full screen here for a second. Or you can even, if you have your phone in front of you, you can even open this up on your phone.
Okay.
So just to go into like an internet browser there and type in, I'll put the exact address in the chat, but it's kahoot.it, Kahoot.it. Where'd that go?
Oh, Kahoot.
Kahoot.it.
Kahoot. Got it?
Dot, like a little period?
Yeah.
And then IT.
Oh, IT. Sorry. I'm a little slow on this stuff.
No, you're good.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Okay, so, yeah. So, is it asking you for a code?
It's telling me to get it.
Okay, so you see this code up on my screen?
Uh-huh.
144566. Just type that in.
Okay. It has to download here. Just a second.
That's okay.
Oh, I don't need you now. Okay. Okay. All right. Kahoot next. As a student, do I do this as a student?
Yes.
Okay. How old are you? Oh,
you probably don't need to bother with any of that. It's just trying to get you to like download the app.
Yeah.
You can just ignore that. You can just do it straight here. If you want to put it in the information, you can.
Well, it's saying game pin. Is that what
Yeah. So the game pin is this up here, 144566.
Okay. All right.
Oh, I see your name.
Okay.
Okay, so now we're going to start. The questions are going to show up on my screen, and you answer them on your phone.
Oh, go.
Are you ready?
No. You're going to beat me.
Okay, you see the question? Which of the following is not past tense?
Oh my gosh. That's, oh my gosh. Okay, I know that diamond is. I know, that's too fast.
It's really fast.
Okay, I would have picked the
Oh, wait, it looks like Sherry's joining us. Should we restart the game with her?
Yeah, she's
Okay, so I'm going to X out of it and restart.
totally failed with this. I think it was that last one, the fourth one, right?
I'm not saying.
Okay.
We'll
Oh, do I need to put another number?
yeah, it's going to generate a new one. I'm just going to wait until we see Sherry's up and ready to go. Oh, it's still the same. It's still the same game pin.
But I shouldn't enter it until Sherry's there, right?
You can, and we'll just wait to start until we see her in.
Okay. Oh my gosh, that's going to be too hard.
Sherry!
Yay!
How are you?
Good. I was stuck in a meeting with like the directors and the CIOs, and I couldn't feel like I could run out. So I
No,
just took out
totally
early.
fine. We are doing a Kahoot to review everything we've learned. So get excited. Go on your phone or a browser to kahoot.it and then type in this game pin.
Okay, hold on.
This is going to be terrible.
Kahoot.it. All right. IT. Okay. Okay.
Okay, we're both in. Let's get started.
Oh, this makes me nervous. Oh, God.
Which one is not past tense?
Wait, I don't see the question. Hold on.
You have to look on my screen for the questions and then answer on your phone.
Oh, there we go. It just showed. What? Which is? Oh. Hold on. I just lost the screen again. Wait.
Cute. Ada bear. Ada bear.
Ada bear is future tense. Yes, Sherry?
Okay. Hold on.
Is it not working for you?
Keeps changing, so now it's back.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so all the other ones are different forms of past tense, but ada bear, that aleph in the head in the front, signifies future tense. So that was the exception.
Oh, I wasn't thinking of future.
Okay, which song did we not learn in the class?
Oh my goodness. Oh, shoot.
So we learned Aniva Tana Shanat Olam, we did Latet, we did Hachi Yisraeli, we did not do Kod Olam.
Darn it.
Okay, which of these is not an organization that we learned about?
There are only three choices. Okay.
Yay!
You got it right.
Mike.
Sherry's not working for you?
I don't know.
I'm sorry.
We'll try the next one. It's okay. Keep going.
Okay.
Translate. You love me. Oh. Oh.
Good job. Look at that. All right, now mine.
Should I be seeing? I don't see the choice. Oh, there we go.
Good. Shelly. Li just means to me. OT is about me. Bishvili is for me. Mine is Shelly. Good job. Okay, which one of these is?
Come up, my time runs out.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it's not a combo. Oh, okay, wait. Oh, sorry. I can't see all of the. I gotta move, guys.
Is that better?
Plus my.
What was that? Which of the following is
Oh.
combo x plus my? X plus my.
Okay, so just to explain this question, if we have the yud at the end, it means my something, right? Chaverai, my friend. Achi, my brother. Yamai, my days. But this one was a tricky one. Dai just means stop, not connected to the yud at the end.
Oh.
Oh, it's not a combo. I read
Yeah.
it's a combo, and I'm like,
oh,
wait, how?
sorry.
Okay.
Tricky. Okay, which one of these means when?
Sorry, I gotta move my pictures. Okay. When? Oh.
Good job, Ka'asher. Excellent. Okay, translate this. Ze hashir she'ani hachi ohev.
Oh.
Good job. Okay, the last one. I will break the Guinness record.
Wait, how did I not get that one right?
It didn't show up for some reason.
Oh, shoot. I clicked it too late.
Ah, okay. Sorry, went too
I read
fast.
2 of them, and then my time ran out. I didn't even read the others.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah.
Green
It's not
one?
working well.
It is the green one, yes. And again, the way we know that it's ani eshbor, I will break. And we know that this one and this one are also in future, but this is in future male, and this is in future female. This one is in future personal, first person.
Right, yeah.
All right, we've got our gold and silver medalists. Good job, guys. Excellent. Okay, so in our last couple
better last semester.
Oh, yeah. It sounded like it was more technical problems, though, than you not knowing anything, so.
Well, you're right. By the time I could see the choices of the question, I would go to look at them, and then my time would run out before I could click it.
Yeah. There's got to be a setting on Kahoot to make the question time longer. I'll try to adjust that. Okay, so in our last couple minutes, answer however many of these questions that you want. The link for this Padlet is in the chat. This is just a reflection overall your own feelings about 1B. What was your favorite song? What was the most interesting topic? What was the most memorable? What words you learned? What was challenging? How did you improve? You can start on this now, and I'm going to also add the link in the Schoology update so you guys can work on it over next week and also complete any of the other Unit 4 activities you might not have had a chance to finish yet. But let's get started on this and do at least a couple of them together now.
Is it opening for you, Laura? It's just spinning for me.
What's that?
It's not loading.
Oh. It's here.
Wait.
Oh, wait. Oh, I have to do it. Hold on.
I wonder if there's just some issue with our Wi-Fi today or something that it's just really
sounds
slow.
like it could be. I'm trying to put it in one more time. Try it again.
No, well, I can see the flower background and I can see one reflection, but I don't see any of the questions showing up.
Oh, okay. Well, you can answer orally instead if you'd like. Just look at the questions I have here and you can share that way.
They just popped up now.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Let's see.
Hmm.
Is this my thing? Oh, there it is. Okay. Favorite song. Oh. I like the song. I listened to it a ton of the guy singing about what the Hasi, the
Hachi Israeli.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
I don't remember his name or anything.
You can just write it however you remember it. That's fine.
Oops. Oh, why can't I think? Oh, wait. That's dumb.
Hmm. I'm going to write it in English because I'm on my computer.
Yeah, sure.
Did I do that right? That doesn't look right.
And Yohevet Hachi Yisrael. Yeah, you skip missing an aleph in there in Yisraeli, but otherwise you're good.
Oh yeah, right here.
Yeah.
Sorry. Wait, I was going to ask you something about that. Oh, do I have to put in et?
Ani ohevet et hachi Yisraeli. So in this case, you would, if you wanted to say ani ohevet et hashir hachi Yisraeli, then you would want the et.
Oh.
If you're just saying hachi Yisraeli, you can leave it.
I'm going to do that.
Great. And you recognize Aniva Ataf from your childhood. Very nice, Sherry.
Right? Is that good?
Yeah, perfect.
Okay. I thought that all the inventions was really interesting,
Oh, cool.
but
Remembering vocabulary is really tough, Sherry. Have you been playing Quizlet to try to practice that? It helps a little bit.
And I'll get like a few words that I'll remember, and I'll think about them sort of when I'm sleeping. I'll remember a few words here and there. And then like the next day, I will have forgotten them all.
Right.
Like
well, you're never going to remember everything at once, but even if later on, you're reading something jumps back at you,
Right.
I don't know. I don't remember how to say I remember how to say I think.
Ani choshevet.
Yeah.
That can't be right. Oshevet?
Oshevet with a chet is the first letter.
Oh. Is that right?
Not a hey, a chet. I'll show you.
Oh.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Okay.
Oh, this is going to be too hard.
Yeah.
I mean, it's too hard off the top of my head. I have to.
You can answer some of these in English, Laura, if you want. Like serious. Yeah.
Well, I want to do it in Hebrew.
Good. Okay. Good for you.
But it's going to take me too long. I mean.
Okay. So do what you can in Hebrew and otherwise English.
Okay. I'll just do this. and then I'll translate them.
Okay, great. Perfect.
Okay. Memorable activity. Um,
So I will say, and I don't have an answer for how to fix this, but one of the most challenging things for me is not having the sound, like not having things out loud when we are,
yeah.
trying to think of an example. You know, like reading some of the things that are not recorded, that aren't videos.
Okay.
You know, I just don't remember them as well when I'm seeing them and not hearing them, or...
Do you mean like vocabulary or questions in an
Yeah.
activity, or which one?
Right, and so sometimes you don't always know how to pronounce things. And so when I'm reading them, you're guessing on some pronunciation sometimes.
Okay.
So I'm thinking of so the Black Panthers, for example.
Sure.
Right. So it was really helpful that there were some English words here and there for things that you know you knew we hadn't covered yet.
Right.
Great.
But then some of those I had no idea how to pronounce them. So remembering the word later, if I didn't, if I couldn't say it out loud in my head.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
No, I understand. So let me just go to it so I know what you're talking about. For, let's say, the Black Panthers, for example, would it be helpful if in the paragraph talking about them, alongside the text, there was also an audio recording of reading the whole text or something like that? Or do you need more individual words?
Yeah. Because when I, like some of the words that you have said that we didn't have not the ones in the vocab list, but in the, just like what Sherry's talking about, when you say the word, I don't even recognize it because I haven't heard it. I've heard it the way I'm doing it.
Got it. Okay.
And Laura probably has an even more difficult time than me because I'll read something and I, like when Laura and I would study together, she'll say, well, how do you know that? I'm like, I don't know, I just know it.
Just from Jewish things that seep into your head,
It's not fair.
So, you know,
no, you're right,
Laura. A word and not have any ancestral memory of how it sounds.
Right. Okay. So this is what I was looking for. So, for example, this whole text here, starting Hapantarim Hashklarim all the way to the bottom, it would be helpful if this whole thing was recorded in addition to just being written here.
Absolutely.
Okay. Okay. No, that's really good feedback. And then what about like questions like this, for example, that has English already, but let's say a question like this, even though it has an English translation, would it be helpful to record the question also, or that's not necessary?
I don't know.
Is. I mean, it would be for me. Well, the thing for me is if like, even if I use Morphix, the translation is really weird.
It's not exact.
I agree with that.
Yeah, for sure.
But on the other hand, I'm just trying to decide, is it worth it? I feel like it's worth it for us to struggle a little. I mean, we have to struggle a little bit at least.
Right.
To figure out what it is rather than just read the English.
Right.
Sure. No, that is the goal, is the English is there to help you, but you're not supposed to skip the Hebrew and just read the English, right?
Right, and I don't want to say, oh, well, I figured out the English, so I'm not going to spend as much time really trying to understand and put the words together, because we can figure out the individual words, but sometimes that, like Laura said, you'll look up something and the sentence doesn't even make sense because they're translating it funny.
Right. Okay, so in general, wherever we can to add recorded instruction or reading of text or anything like that.
I think if it's something new.
If it's something new, okay.
If it's new vocabulary, but if it's, I mean, if you want us to figure out, you know, blah, 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 you know what I mean, then don't do it because we have to figure it out.
Right. No, that's true. That's true. So let's say, for example, in this that text there had words just written throughout. This one is a video. Then at the bottom, we had some difficult words. So here, with those difficult words, if those are recorded, would that be helpful? Like saval.
I'm not sure how much that helps me because physically it was in a different place than the video, so I couldn't really like have those words to reference as I was listening.
Okay. Okay. Okay, so we'll try to go through and see where we think that audio recording could add to it. But that's good feedback. Thank you for sharing. Okay. Going back to...
Oh, my keyboard. I keep...
Are you asked to do more?
I'm going to just do another little bit, and then I'll send you the rest in another minute.
I felt like I learned a lot of vocabulary this
Good.
How do you say of course?
Better.
Uh-oh.
Bet, tet, chet.
Bet, tet, het. Whoop, 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 whoop. Oh, shoot. Bet, tek, het. Oh, why isn't it doing that? Oh, I have to do it over. Okay, hold on.
Yeah, the formatting Hebrew English gets complicated.
Right?
Gotta remember the topic.
Whoops.
Thanks, Laura.
Oh, I'm going to go back and do this, but I have to go to my meeting.
What was
Go ahead,
how do you
Sherry.
say wings? Wings. So
Wings.
crumble.
Knafaim.
Oh, yeah.
I don't see Sherry's, what Sherry's doing.
What?
You might need to refresh your page for the answers to show up. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, you're doing it. Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
Excellent. Okay, I'm going to exit out so whoever has meetings they need to go to can go. But thank you both. It was really so wonderful learning with you both and getting to know you both. Please be in touch. Even if we don't continue formally learning together, we will hopefully continue learning together. Be in touch. And I'm so proud of how far you've both come in such a short amount of time. So continue to be in touch with any questions or anything.
Johnny?
Yeah, we're still figuring out who is teaching what classes. I don't know. Are you continuing to 2A, Sherry?
Yeah.
Okay, great. So we'll see exactly which classes will be taught. If not me, someone else. Hopefully also great. So
I think
we'll
it'll
be
be
in
tough
touch.
because the other class I have is a teacher who assigns a lot of reading.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Are you taking Dr. Mesh's class again?
I think it's the only online class.
I know. They're not very good at giving us a wide variety.
Are you taking it? Are you taking it, Laura?
Yeah.
Yeah. I haven't registered yet, but I will.
Okay.
Yeah. I haven't either, but I will too.
It'll be a lot of work.
I know.
Right.
Oh,
Thank you,
Shani,
Shani.
thank you so much.
Oh, you're very welcome. It was great to meet you guys.
If you're not our
All
teacher,
right.
we will miss you.
I will miss you guys too, and please be in touch.
You're our
Okay.
walking dictionary. We will be.
Bye.
Bye.
All right,
Bye,
bye.
Bye.